What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Overpowered Podcast, the podcast where we talk to the top digital creators of the internet about the amazing things that they create. I'm Ty King, and with me today is the victor of vigor, the impossible imposter eliminator. It's HalfMetalFox from Twitch.tv. Fox, how are you?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm chilling.
Now, when I address you, is it Mr. Fox or is it Half Metal? How would you like to be addressed?
You know, a lot of people call me Fox. A lot of people call me Half Metal. People call me Foxy. You call me whatever you want.
All right. All the people in the den, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Fox Den.
The Fox Den. Awesome, man. So yeah, I'm glad to get to talk to you today and find out a little bit more about what you're doing, how you got started, and just talk about the awesome growth that you've had over your channels. I know you're on Twitch.tv, but you're also on YouTube, and you do a lot of social media marketing as far as like your Facebook page and things like that. So that's awesome.
It's got to be. I gotta try and tackle all the different platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So getting your name out there, brand identity, making sure that many people are aware of you as possible. And I think that's been demonstrated in how quickly the den itself has grown, and your subscribers, your followers, the people that are watching your videos. And so the earliest video I could find on YouTube had, well, let's see, it was Sekiro, right? That was the first thing you streamed?
Yeah.
Or it's up there.
That was my first attempt at being a cool YouTuber.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to do a long play. I had been a fan of like the Dark Souls series for a long time, and I wanted to see if I could test my editing skills and see if I could get the entire playthrough down. That never actually came to fruition, but there's some fun videos on there.
Right. Well, you had a whopping 45 views of that video.
And
so,
you know, it's funny that you say 45, because even up until I think 2-3 months ago, I think it was 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I think it was about 4 views. I don't know if people just like, oh, let's go see what Fox did like way back, or if it was actually people that thought that video was interesting. Sure. I'm going to assume it wasn't the latter, though.
I'm pretty guilty of that myself. I'll find a podcast or a video or streamer I like, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch everything. And let's go back to the beginning, see how they started. And you watch that, and it's a completely different show. And you're like, wow.
Well, and that's part of the reason that I left it up there, just because let's just say maybe the first 6 months. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had no clue. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know what program to use. I just honestly had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know how to make the audio, like just nothing. I ran into it completely blind, you know?
Right.
Making that Sekiro video was, and the reason I left it is just because it's nice, even if it's kind of cringy.
Sure.
It's nice being able to see where I was versus where I am now. So I'm not really one to delete videos. I think there is a few of them that I've just taken off due to like irrelevance. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's a giveaway, and that giveaway is ended, and there's no reason for, you know, that kind of stuff. But
right, absolutely. Well, you've made it all the way up to, let's see, on YouTube, you've got 1.38 thousand followers. Twitch, you got 1.9, just under 2,000 followers there on Twitch as of right now, and continually to grow. And you've only been doing this for a year and a half.
Yeah, I would like to clarify though that it is.
Let's go ahead and play those numbers up.
Yeah, it's 1.38 thousand, not 138,000.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not
sure. I'm not sure, but I'm not that big yet. If that's what you said. I'm dreaming we're getting there, but yeah. But I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's if I said that wrong, then my apologies. Yeah, 1.38 thousand. Excuse me. That's awesome. So a year and a half of streaming, you got into this. So we've come a long way from Sekiro in that first video.
Yes.
You've gained a huge following, and so I don't know. Just tell me a little bit about how you got into it, and how you got started. How'd you make your growth to where you are now?
Well, so I've honestly been mulling this over in my head for about the past like 2 weeks. More or less, the past month has really shown like we're here. We're actually a community, like we're growing. There's a lot of momentum. But when I first started, like how I started more or less was I was working at a restaurant. I was managing it. I'd been there for a few years. I'd finally gotten some money saved up. But long story short, it didn't end well. Right. I lost that job, and I pretty much my girlfriend Maddie, I looked at her and I was like, I'm gonna use all my money. I'm gonna use everything I got left. I'm gonna build this streaming rig, and I'm finally gonna try this out.
Mhm.
And I want to say I think I started late April, early May of last year, and to a whopping 3 people watching me, which was myself, my buddy Kyle, and another friend that had the page pulled up. And it was just kind of testing the waters, seeing like what should I play, because the way I feel like, at least it was for me, whenever people think about streaming, think about jumping into the streaming content creation type of thing, they're like, I want to be a Call of Duty streamer.
Mhm.
I want to play Apex Legends. I want to hit these big AAA titles and just be big, be famous. That's what I'm doing. You know what I
Right.
mean? But really, the biggest thing that I learned right off the bat is those are the type of games you don't stream,
Hmm.
especially not if you're trying to get any type of growth. Now, obviously, if it's a hobby of yours, if you're just making fun videos, Call of Duty, whatever, obviously do that. But a lot of people will take that idea and kind of run with it without kind of realizing, like, hey, you can choose a game like Call of Duty that has 5,000, 10,000 people streaming it all at the same time, and you are more or less a drop in the ocean,
Sure.
and people would have to swim and fish and whatever to try and find your stream, right?
Right.
Or you can try to jump into small communities, games that really haven't taken off, games that are niche, only certain people play it, or people haven't heard of it, that type of stuff. So the first like couple months was me just, like you saw, I was playing Sekiro, I was playing
Mhm.
Call of Duty, I was playing like these big games, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, where is everyone? you know and so I went the first few months, and like I said, to about 3 to 6 people if I was lucky in the stream at a time. And then I switched over and I played Vigor, and Vigor was one of the games that I had just played in my off time, didn't really think anybody cared about it, that kind of thing. But I chose to stream it one day, and I was like, whoa, people are talking to me.
Mhm.
What is this? You know what I mean? And kind of kept rolling with it. And one day my buddy Kyle, who's I can't do anything by myself. I'm not gonna lie, I can't.
Sure.
I don't know how to market. I don't know what game to play. I don't know what requirements are necessary, that kind of thing. So I've had a lot of help from Kyle, from Nevos, from all of the people that are in the Fox Den. So hopefully, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, you can come to the channel and check it out.
Sure.
But so I started playing Vigor, and Kyle was like, "Hey, man, they actually have a partnership program," and I was like, oh, you don't say. I don't know what that is, but sure, let's check it out.
Mhm.
And I checked it out, and I was nowhere near the requirements, not even close. I think at the time I had less than 100 followers, and they're
Mhm.
like, you need 1,000, you need 1,000 on YouTube, you need 1,000 on Twitch, you need like
Right.
an average viewer base. And I was like, I don't have any of that, And so just kind of clutched my pearls, and I
Sure.
sent the email anyway. And I was like, look, I know I'm not big. I know I'm not anybody important, but like, if you wanted to partner with me, I would do whatever I can to make growth, to grow your game, to grow myself, to whatever.
Mhm.
And just about 2 weeks later, I get an email back, and they're like, you know what, man? We liked that. We liked that, and we're going to give you a shot. And to my surprise, Vigor and the company who develops it, Bohemia, they hit me up and they're like, let's partner up. And they started really helping me figure out, like, hey, these are kind of like the do's and don'ts. So don't be racist. Don't say terrible
Of
things
course.
online when you're like
Shoot a gun live.
representing.
Yeah. Sure.
Exactly. So that kind of helped me there, but it was also my first big break. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like, I'm I'm partnered with a video game. I can't believe this. You know what I mean? And so I want to say from pretty much April to September, I I really didn't have any growth. And I was still just having a lot of fun, just making videos, kind of getting my wheels, trying to figure out what people liked, how what they didn't like, how should I edit this, should it be this game, should just really treading the water. But right around September, it was kind of funny too, because I took a big break from Vigor and I didn't notice, but the developers sent me a bunch of codes, and they're like, hey man, we're trying to grow, you're trying to grow, like here's some codes. It was still in beta at the time, so people had to pay for the game, and so it was a big thing. I was like, hey, I can give you stuff, like this is cool, right? Like right. Giveaway, I'm doing stuff, like I felt like a big streamer, so I announced this giveaway, and what a surprise, people showed up for it. They were like, free stuff, say no more, we're here,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing. I actually laugh about it all the time, because we've done plenty of giveaways since then, but it's like I don't, that's exactly it. Like, I know you're here for free stuff, I'm happy to give you free stuff, like I get it, it ain't no thing. Like, so I did my first giveaway. I say we because, like I said, it's never been just me, but we saw that first like bit of growth, and I was just like, no way. Yeah. So we really just kept rolling with it. Like, I've always really stressed the fact that I don't necessarily play the game for the game. I play the game for the interaction. Like, I've always typically considered myself relatively good at gaming. I'm not going to say I'm MLG status or anything like that, but I've always just been really good at picking up a game, just whether it's a shooter, a platformer, an RPG, like whatever you're really going for, I'm just really good at getting it. So people were starting to show up, and I was interacting with them, hanging out, but then it was also coupled with the fact like, oh, that dude just got a sweet headshot. You know what I mean? Right. So we were just interacting people, like really just trying to make single friends at a time. Like, oh, hey, please don't leave. Please stay in my stream. Like, I know I'm nobody, but like we can kick it. How was your day? What's shaking? Like, where you at? Just kind of, we're just really trying to build a relationship with someone we'll probably never meet. We'll probably never see them, that kind of thing. So I really just wanted to see if I could do it. So lo and behold, let me get a Discord. I'm gonna get a Twitter. I'm gonna get an Instagram. I'm gonna get just tackle everything. Where is everybody? Because funny enough, I've never spent a dime on marketing. I have never created an ad on YouTube. I've never, I haven't. So every bit of growth that we've seen has been 100% organic. Mostly because I'm an idiot, and I can just say that proudly. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to set up an ad that's wrong, and I paid for something that's dumb. So I've just never been able to do it. So I just left it out. I was like, I'm not going to pay for marketing. It's going to be me and my friends. We're going to grow it. That's what it is. And to my surprise, September went by. My average viewership went up. October, same thing. I was like, okay, people are starting to stick around. Like, this is getting pretty dope. Same thing. November, more growth. December, more growth. January, more growth. The next thing I know, we've already passed 1,000. And I'm like, what? Like, right. When did this really happen? And then the same thing on YouTube. We broke 1,000 on YouTube. And the next thing I know is there was 20 people sticking around for each stream. And then there was 30. And then there was 40, and there was 50. Yeah. And, and I'm like, whoa. Hey, where you guys come from? What's going on? And of course we've had plenty of giveaways. Like I gave away a PS4. I gave away an Xbox One S. We've given out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of codes, even to the point where I was like, hey, if you're playing this game right now and you end up in a match with me, if you end up killing me, you clip it and I'm going to buy you a game off the Xbox store. Like, really just tossing it out there, because I didn't expect to get the support that I've been getting. And so I kind of feel weird about it. Right. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm getting this support. Like, you guys are actually subscribing. You guys are donating. You guys are cheering the bits on Twitch and like just really gifting subs out to people to like pull them into the channel. Right. And I'm like, well, guess it's time to upgrade. You know? And so I got a better camera. I got a better microphone. I got a capture card for the Xbox and for the Switch so that everything they were seeing was crystal clean. I updated to the best internet available in my area so that I could make sure what they were watching was lag free. And it was nice because they noticed, you know, like they saw, oh, you sound way better this time. Oh, you man, it's looking great up here. Like, man, I haven't had any lag. We didn't crash at all. And it's like, yeah, that's because of you guys. I couldn't have done this. I don't know what this is. The reason that I'm able to do it is because I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the support you guys are doing, and I don't want to like more or less leave you guys empty-handed. So we'll do giveaways. I will have the best quality. We'll have the updates as soon as they're available. You know, really just giving people a reason to come back, even if I didn't understand it. And now that we're sitting a year and a half in, I was looking at some of our statistics, and we're a year and a half, and now we're about to break 2,000 followers on Twitch. And to people who have hundreds of thousands or millions, that's not big numbers. You know what I mean? Right. But when I'm thinking about it and I'm sitting here, it's like a year and a half is like what, 500, 600 days. Mm-hmm. We've been going for a year and a half. That means we've had 4, almost 5 new followers every single day. That's constant traffic. It's constantly meeting new people. It's anytime somebody follows, I always say hi. Yeah, try to at least, but it's actually getting to the point where it's like, I even released a video this morning kind of talking about it at the end, but it's like, I almost feel as though it's starting to get bigger than me. Like people are actually coming back. Like if I stopped, people would wonder where I went. You know what I mean? It's I don't feel as though it would just be like we burnt out. Like it would just be gone. You know, I feel like if I left now, there are a lot of people out there that would be upset about it. And it is just the strangest feeling, man. Right. It is the strangest feeling. And then, of course, trying to rep from more or less an unheard of state in gaming. Like, I'm not sure. I think I do know of, and I'm not sure if you know of him, but Boogie 2988. So Boogie, he's actually from our state. Dude's got like 6-7 million subscribers on YouTube. Dude's killing it. Like, he makes great content. He's an awesome guy. But really, other than him, I can't really think of somebody who's like, yeah, I'm from Arkansas. Right. We're repping out here, you know? And it's just really nice being able to see, for lack of a better term, my dream come true, you know?
Absolutely. And so like you were saying, being from Arkansas and being a streamer and like the success that you've had and apparently the Boogie's had, it's kind of it's a strange thing because Arkansas is not known for being technologically developed. You know what I mean? Anything that happens in California takes about 10 or 12 years to reach us in Arkansas. Right. And so so how's that being received over the internet? Obviously all your followers and viewers aren't from Arkansas, they're from around the world. And so to see this guy from Arkansas to be streaming like you are, and you don't have the accent that's working for you. So you can't really tell you're from Arkansas because you don't have the accent. So that's great.
I mean, I can pull it out.
Yeah, there you go. Once in a while. But I live in, so I work in the city, where I have higher speed internet. You were talking about getting the highest speed internet where you're at. Mm-hmm. But where I live, my house, like the highest I get is very, very, very laggy. Like my TV, my Chromecast will cut out all the time because I can't watch a full show on Hulu because it's just so bad. You know what I mean? And that's the highest speed they have available.
Right.
So yeah, we're not known for being internet stars or just being ahead of the curve when it comes to being able to stream and things like that. But how's it been received being from Arkansas and being a streamer like you are?
Well, and it's funny that you kind of say that because, and I saw that you stopped by. I know that it's late for here, but I typically start my streams at 1 a.m. Mm. So it's 1 a.m. Central Time or our time. but every Sunday I'll do what I call Sunday Fun Day early stream, and I do it at 8:30. But I initially started streaming at 1 a.m, not only because it was like, all right, I'm off work, I'm already an insomniac, so I'm gonna stream till I get tired, kind of thing. And I was like, and that way, if other insomniacs are trying to watch some stuff, they can kick it with me, and that was my initial thought. And what I noticed, and it still boggles my mind, but starting at 1 a.m. in Arkansas is the morning
Right.
for almost everyone internationally,
Sure.
And then on top of the fact that Bohemia is an international company.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not think about it, but most of my viewers are Germany, New Zealand, like London area, just Brazil. Like it's insane seeing like all the different countries that all of my constant, like continuous viewers are from. And so I went from, oh, I'm going to stream to the insomniacs, to even like one of my moderators that became one of my moderators just by watching the stream over and over and over. He literally wakes up to it. Like he'll wake up in the morning and it's his morning stream, when for me it's 3 a.m, and I'm like, I gotta work in 5 hours.
Down in caffeine. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like I did not expect that all of these, Scotland, just I'll pop on the mic with the viewer and I'm like, oh hey man, how's it going? And he's like, oh, how you doing? What? And so not only because other people have brought up like, oh, you're from Arkansas, you don't have the accent, that's just because I've lived so many different places, North California, South, whatever, you kind of just name it. So I don't really have the accent, but I still have an American accent because everybody that's watching me isn't necessarily American.
Sure.
So it was weird seeing the change on that,
Especially if they're from Germany or somewhere in that area, Eastern Europe or something like that. Because then the game take place in like post-war Norway.
Yes.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so it kind of makes sense. We're making connections here. What was your history with video games before you started streaming? I know you said you can pick up an RPG or just anything and really just adapt to it and go after it. So like that's always been the case for you, like since being a kid, or?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not even sure what the initial spark towards gaming was. I think it probably had to do with anime, if I'm just being real. I'm the youngest out of my family, and my sister, my brother, they were heavy into anime. And since they're older than me, they were watching anime when I was young. And I guess it kind of just translated because I saw anime, and then I also saw like stuff, JRPGs were my very first love, like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger. And let's just say, for example, like Chrono Trigger, it's one of the oldest JRPGs, the best of all time. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But it was actually all the art and stuff was done by the same person who did Dragon Ball Z. So I saw those characters and I was like, wow, no way. And so I just kind of started playing the game. But funny enough is I had to have my sister play for me because I couldn't read. And back then voices in video games weren't even made yet, kind of showing my age. But so they actually taught me how to read. I was so interested in trying to figure out what was going on in the game. I was purely playing on what I saw visually. I was just like, okay, so maybe I need to go to this house, because I couldn't read, like, go to this checkpoint and do this, and
Sure.
And so I initially started playing JRPGs. They taught me how to read, like Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, just all the olds but golds, you know what I'm saying? So I really think that was my big spark into gaming, but I've always felt closer. I mean, I love shooters. I love shooters. I love looters. It's things that I've also drummed. So I've got really bad ADD. If you can keep my attention, I'll probably fall in love with it. So.
So you're playing rock band then if you were doing the drums.
Oh,
That
dude.
that or the Donkey Kong. What was it? They had the little
Oh,
bongo from
dude.
that game.
Donkey Konga. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That was great. I loved that game. People hated on it, but hey, you give me something I can smack and it's a video game.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome. So with you, I mean, you've talked a lot about how you got started and how you actually, it was never just Fox. It was always the team behind you,
Yeah,
your friends and your families and
heavily.
everybody that supported you. And so that's awesome. They got you on the setup. Amazingly, the connection and partnership that you have with the company that made Vigor, that's amazing. Just because you had so much heart and what you wrote them, and they were like, okay, we're willing to take a chance on you. That's
Yes.
pretty amazing. So what would
Well,
be some advice for like somebody that wants to come out and start being a streamer themselves? I know with coronavirus and like all the
yes.
people
That
that have been, in their homes, like a lot of new streamers have popped up to varying degree of
yeah.
quality. So,
Yeah.
so where would your start, you think you'd be? Would it be grabbing a video capture card, or?
So I want to say like, oh, go get yourself a capture card. Get yourself, because like right now I'm running on a GoPro with a cam
Mhm.
link, go get yourself a nice mic, get yourself nice lighting. But really, that's not what matters. I
Mhm.
think I saw the most genuine and real growth whenever I didn't have those things. Now, don't get me wrong, whenever you have those things, it's more of a reason for somebody to stay around. You know what I mean? Like if somebody clicks on your stream and the game is all fuzzy and your camera sucks and the
Sure.
audio is bad, you know what I mean? Of course, somebody who doesn't have those things is going to have a better chance of retaining viewers, but plenty, especially of some of the other partnered streamers around me, even just smaller streamers that don't have any partnership. The biggest thing that I think streamers need to focus on are the people watching it. And I mean that to the most extreme sense. Um, like, say for me, for instance, being a streamer, especially somebody who plays like a shooter game in a
Mhm.
small community, let's just say an example of something would be stream snipers, right? Somebody who will pop onto my stream and wait for me to initiate a match so that they can initiate it at the same time so that they can see where I am, so that they can shoot me, get me sent back to the lobby so that I can rage all over them, and it a funny troll moment, right? Well, so I started noticing that stream snipers were showing up. So what I did was, instead of raging on them, instead of, oh, you guys suck, it's the only way you can beat me, you know what I mean? Like, instead of doing that, what I did was I actually lessened the delay on my stream. I made it easier for them.
Mhm.
I was like, that was you? That was you that just killed me? That's dope. You know what I mean? Like, I totally just turned it around on him. And honestly, because that was what was fun for me, I was like, no, what? You sat in my stream? You sat in my stream and waited on me to be vulnerable, and you killed me? You know what I mean? I saw it more of I'm more honored that you took that time. You took that time to try and mess with me, and people were like, wait, what? Like, wait a second. And so I cut the delay completely off. Like, there is no delay on my stream. If there is a
Mhm.
delay, it's more probably based to server connection rather
Sure.
than my delay. So one thing that I think really helped fold it is, it's like, even if I'm in the middle of a gunfight, I could be in the middle of losing all of my progress, I will still look over and be like, oh, chat said this, let me answer them. Or if I get a follow, I will immediately tell them, like, hey, welcome to the Fox Den, my friend. It is good to have you. Let's shake it up. Like, it's really just actual engagement, because you can play a game, but so could somebody else. So
Mhm.
could the next person. So could the next person. But the connections that you can make with individuals day by day is what is going to bring people back.
Absolutely. And you can't really teach, you can teach somebody how to set up to be able to stream, because that's just a technical thing. Like you said,
Yeah,
anybody can do that. Anybody can turn their Xbox game or a PlayStation or whatever and then start streaming from it. But you can't really teach personality or how to build relationships unless those people
exactly.
have those skills. Yeah. So I completely get what you're saying there. So, I mean, you've grown so much. And like you said, you dropped a video today.
Yeah.
It went live. And so we're addressing sort of heart to heart, like we were just talking about. You were talking to the Den and letting them know, hey, thanks for growing this channel so much and for all the new followers, because you're constantly getting new ones coming in because of them.
Yeah.
And you've got some things on the horizon here. I'm not asking you to like drop bombs of what's going to be going on with the future, but where do you see HalfMetalFox going over the next few years, or streaming itself?
So, I had a specific idea in mind, right? Like I initially was just like, I'm gonna build a community. This is gonna be real fun. I'm gonna have a bunch of friends, and that's exactly what happened. Don't get me wrong, but I had kind of like a 4-year plan, just because statistically, and it might just be like a toot toot on my own horn kind of thing, but most 80-90% of streamers don't see the type of growth that I've seen over the past year and a half, and it's kind of had to like mold and shape the ideas that I've had, because I was like, if in 4 years nothing comes of this, what, I did it, I tried, nothing happened, but it was fun. It was still something I wanted to do. Now I'm terrified. Bro, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just because it's like I almost feel the pressure. I know that there are people that wait on my streams. I know that there are people that wait on my videos. I know that people expect a certain type of standard or quality or whatever. And it's like, I want to keep improving that. I obviously want to just there's always room for improvement on that side. But being in the position that I am now, I'm pretty sure we'll make it. That's the confidence that I have in my den. That's the confidence that I have in my team. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm damn sure that in the next 4 to 5 years, there are going to be people that wished they were here at the beginning. And that's makes me feel a certain way. You know what I mean? But honestly, in 4 years, in the next upcoming years, I really just want to be able to put my whole heart into it. Sure. Because I'm working 45 hours a week. I wake up at 8 a.m. I get to work at 9. I work until I get home at 8. So I pretty much work from 9 to 8. From 8 to 11 or so, I'm trying to hang out with Madison, and I'm trying to still cultivate our relationship there. Yeah. By God, don't know how she deals with me. I love you, Madison. I love you. But so it's, I get off work, I try to hang out with her. And then from pretty much 11 to 1, I'm trying to edit. I'm trying to get the YouTube stuff set up. I'm networking. I'm trying to talk to people. From 1 to 4:30 in the morning, I'm streaming. I'm getting that content. I'm interacting with people. I'm saying good morning. I'm saying good night. I'm hanging out with people from 4:30 to about 5:30 in the morning. I'm decompressing. That just happened. And from 5:30 to 8:30, I'm sleeping.
You're crushing some dreams right now, because there's a lot of people that wanted to start streaming. And I mean, so you can do streaming and still may need to have a day job or interact with family. It's not just being on camera and playing a video game. That's not all there is to it.
There is no way. And it's just gotten to the point where, honestly, like, my body's kind of used to it. A lot of my viewers actually trying to get my back, and they're like, hey, take the day off, Fox. Go sleep, my dude.
Yeah.
And it's so nice having them do that. But also on the other spectrum of things, it's like, but you also want that video.
Yeah.
You also want that stream,
Yeah.
So even though I may not listen to them as much as they'd like me to, like that's where I'm at. That's how involved I want to be. Like, I will sacrifice sleep for the next 4 years if it means it will help my dream come true. You know what I mean? And anytime you've ever heard millionaires or billionaires or any of the, I worked 20-hour days. You don't understand the work I put in. And so now you have it on record.
Right.
If I'm doing these 21-hour days and in 4 years, I'm not super crazy celebrity, I'm coming for you. You lied to me.
You sold me on it. Yeah. So oh man. So you've got another thing from the video that I got today was that you've got a special event coming up.
Yes.
Next.
So
what? Fox Day Christmas special. Let's talk about that.
Now listen, it's the Fox Den Christmas
Fox
special.
Den. I couldn't tell. I was like, he doesn't have the accent, but I still can't tell if he's saying day or den,
And
or even like
sometimes
Fox
I can't words good.
Fox A.
So my plan is like I said, I've done some pretty sweet giveaways before.
Yeah.
Did the PS4, I did the Xbox One S. I've given out tons of different copies of games, Xbox codes, just you name it, right?
Sure.
But this past year, just like you've said earlier, it's just been rough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just been rough. Like, other than the momentum of the Fox Den, other than the growth that we've had here, outside, everybody's had it rough with the pandemic, with the quarantine, with everything going on. And so I was sitting back and I'm like, all right, they're showing more support. What do? Do I give it a switch?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do here? What's going on? So I was just really thinking to myself, like, how can I make it like a big thing? And I was talking with my team, with Kyle, with Nevos, with Boo, with Shmoon, with Mo, with Jelly. I'm naming all you guys. I love you. But I was talking with them and I'm like, what can I do? And last year we did kind of around the same thing. Like, there was a big giveaway in December. We did the PS4 giveaway. I think it was like September, October. So now my plan is like, all right, y'all are supporting each month. I do end up getting, it ain't nothing big, so don't go researching it, but I do get a small payout from Twitch each month just because of the support that they've shown, right? So I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is from now until around December 20th is I'm going to take all of that support, all of the Twitch payouts that I'm getting, I'm going to put into a little shoebox, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm going to take all of that money plus money that I'm going to throw in, and we're going to do a massive giveaway. I decided I'm going to try, so don't hold me to it, but I know for sure I will be doing a giveaway for the new Xbox Series X, the better one, the big boy.
There's too many X's in the new console. Huh?
Man, I know.
Yeah.
But so we're going to do a Series X giveaway because I want to see, I want to show the Fox Den how much I care. I want to send somebody a Series X for Christmas so that they can open it up, they can play with your boy, and they can be a part of the next console generation thanks to the Fox Den,
Absolutely.
So I've got that planned out. I'm going to try, if we can all make it, I'm going to do a Series X and a PS5 in the same giveaway.
Nice, because Vigor is on Switch and Xbox, but it's about to be coming to the PlayStation, correct?
In November, in November.
In November, so that's a whole new demographic of people that are going to be playing Vigor, and
exactly,
you're gonna want to get into it. You're gonna want to watch HalfMetalFox because he's the best streamer on Vigor, right? The Victor of Vigor, he calls himself. I lied because I made that up for the intro.
I was like, I don't think I said that, but I'll take it.
So yeah.
Oh, and I'm sorry, just to clarify. So it'll be December 20th.
Okay.
That is the Fox Den Christmas giveaway special. It's going to be crazy. I think I might start a little bit earlier, but most likely I'm just going to be streaming for a long time during that day so I can say hi to everybody.
Is that going to be strictly on Twitch, or is it also going to be on YouTube or your Facebook?
Yes. Okay. So, of course, there's always a stipulation to a giveaway, but to be a part of the giveaway, you just have to be there. You have to be there first and foremost, right? You got to, if you want to win something, you got to accept it. You know what I mean? Come get your award, please. Right. But to be actually entered into the giveaway, you just got to be subscribed. So go to the Twitch page, lock yourself down a subscription as long as you are, even if it's just for December. If you're subscribed for just December, or even if you just want to spoil your boy and subscribe from October to December just to make sure you're a part of all the giveaways, feel free. But you just got to be there. You got to be subscribed, and that's it. You'll have a good chance to win a new console.
And if people have a Amazon Prime account, they actually have a free month subscription they can give out on Twitch Prime, correct? And they can give that to you.
I'm going to have to do some more interviews with you. I like that. I totally forgot. If you have Amazon Prime, you can actually just subscribe for free.
There you go.
Easy enough. Subscribe for free. You're in the raffle. You got it done.
Absolutely. Well, Fox, it's been great talking to you. I'm glad. And I learned a lot myself about streaming. And I know a lot of people on here will know more about you, how to get started for themselves. And they know where to watch if they want some really great content, right?
And I got to say, man, what's pretty funny about this whole interview situation is I'm streaming to 50 plus people almost every single night.
Sure.
Man, you had me nervous. I was like, man, I'm going to say something dumb. I hope I didn't talk your ear off too much.
No, you did. You did great. You gave me plenty of information. I'm introvert by nature. And so I like to ask one question and have you go rant for about 5 minutes. And then I ask you another.
Bro, that's my specialty.
Great. Yeah, it went great. No, you had me nervous too. Cause I was like, okay, this could be the first episode of this new show that we're doing. And video games and the entertainment industry and stuff like that. It means a lot to me because personally I'm a taker of that, you know what I mean? I watch a lot of podcasts and shows and streaming and stuff, and so I love it. And so being able to do that and integrate it with work, fantastic. And being able to talk to you as the first episode, that's pretty amazing.
Well, and I was totally worried. I was like, man, what questions is he going to ask me?
Nothing too personal.
You killed it. I had a great time. So if you ever want to talk to old Foxy again, you just holla at me.
Absolutely. We'll have to check in with you every once in a while and see how that growth's been going, especially after this after the turn of the Fox Den Christmas special.
Oh man, it's gonna be huge. Last time we had over 100 people. We had over 100 people watching the stream for that giveaway. So.
That's amazing. It's amazing. If you want to watch HalfMetalFox, and let me go ahead and tell you, you do. So you want to head over to Twitch, YouTube, and of course all the social media outlets. You have a page on Facebook. I think I've seen a link to every single social media outlet that
I was gonna say, if you have any type of social media, just type in HalfMetalFox. You're gonna find your boy.
And half metal is one word, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's all one word.
It's all one word. Okay. HalfMetalFox all together.
That's right.
All right. I'll be sure to put that in the show notes so people can easily just click the link because we love things to just be served to us. So they make it that much easier to find HalfMetalFox's channels.
Hey.
I appreciate you being here. And if you want to say bye.
Oh, well, I mean, I gotta, it's what I do. Listen,
it does.
If you're out here and you're like, hey man, that Fox guy seems kind of fun to hang out with. I like to hang out. I want some new friends. So if you're trying to stop by, stop by. If you can't sleep, stop by. If you're just waking up and you're in Germany or something, stop by. But otherwise, as per usual, Foxy out.